Hey guys, welcome to Apna tutorial and this is Akhand Singh here. Start a new video class that is area related to circle. Now let's we start. Area related to circle. So in this chapter we have discussed a two-dimensional figure that is area. So this is a circle and this is center of the circle and this portion is a radius. So this is the radius. And another circle, if you consider another circle, suppose, and start from this point, passes through center. So this portion is called diameter. And if you see that, so this portion is just double as the radius. So we can write here diameter is equal to 2 times radius. Diameter is 2 times radius. So this is the one concept in this chapter. Now comes to the area. So area of circle is equal to pi r square, where r is a radius of circle. Radius of circle and pi we will discuss later what is pi. So and if we write the formula of area of circle in the term of diameter, then we have write pi by 4 d square. How it will come this formula? Just take this formula, this above formula, and put the value. Look at here. So A is equal to pi r square, and we know that the D is equal to 2r. So r is equal to d by 2. So if we put r is equal to d by 2 in this equation, then we have got r, that is d by 2 whole square. D by 2 whole square. So pi d square and 2 square, that is 4. So like that we got this formula, that is pi by 4 d square, and unit is meter square, centimeter square, mm square. These are the units. In these units we can measure the area of circle. Now if the area will be concentric, so suppose that is one circle and this is another circle and this is a center. So the inner circle having radius r1 and outer circle having radius r2. So how to write a area? So area is equal to, in this case, pi r2 square. Suppose this big area. So this outer circle area is bigger than inner circle area. So that's why we have to write that outer circle area first, pi r squared minus pi r1 square. So this inner area. So it means, what is the mean of this formula? The mean of this formula is, you have take the whole area and you have subtract the inner area. So it means you have just got this portion of area, this portion. So you can also call a ring, because this portion is subtracted from this whole area, this much. So this is the another formula. And if you take in better way, if you write in better way, then you have take common pi. Pi is a common, so r2 square minus r1 square, r2 square minus r1 square. So in this form also you can see that. And look at, be careful about this quantity. So this quantity is looked at as a square minus b square. And what is a square minus b square? Is a plus b, a minus b, a plus b and a minus b. So if you have taken some value of this quantity and take some value of this quantity, then you have apply this formula. You know, in the previous class, this formula is very famous. Suppose r1 is equal to 2 meter and r2 is equal to 5 meter. So what is the value? You just take this value. So a is equal to pi 5 square minus 2 square. So you just apply this formula. So pi 2 plus 5 plus 2, that is 7, and 5 minus 2, that is 3. So it is, sorry, that is 3. So 7 3s are 21, 21 pi meter square. So unit is, very careful about unit. It is meter square. Meter square is a unit of area. Now comes to the next concept. So the next concept is circumference. So before we discuss circumference, we have discussed semicircle. So semicircle. So semicircle. Semicircle is just, suppose this is a circle and this half portion is called semicircle and this is center. So this half portion is called semicircle. So this half portion is called semicircle. This is the diameter, and if you consider this is radius and this is center. So what is the area of semicircle? So area of semicircle is just half the area of circle. So it is, area of circle is pi r square. So you just divide half. And if you write in term of diameter, so it is area of circle is pi by 4d square, and you have multiplied by 1 by 2. So it will become pi by 8 d square. And unit is, you already know, meter square or centimeter square or mm square. So this is the concept about the semicircle. Now comes to the circumference. circumference. Let's change the pen. Circumference. So circumference is nothing but perimeter of a circle. Perimeter of circle is called circumference of circle. So suppose this is a circle and this is center and this is the radius of the circle. So let's change the pen. So if we take this point and start counting from this like that, this periphery of the circle, that this whole portion is called the circumference, and the value of circumference is equal to 2 pi r, where r is a radius of a circle. And pi, we have discussed pi in detail. What is pi? And another thing, it is 2 into r. 2 into r also a diameter. So you can write pi d. So you can write pi d. Oh, this is circle. Let's delete that. So in the term of diameter, so c is equal to pi and d. So what is pi? So we have discussed in detail what is pi. So pi is nothing but, we have seen from circumference is equal to pi into d. So if we have take d at this side, so pi is nothing but c upon d. What is c? So pi is equal to circumference upon diameter. So we can say that pi is a ratio of circumference to the diameter of a circle, and it is a irrational number. It is irrational number, but the value of pi to 22 by 7 is a rational number. Be careful about that. 22 by 7 is a rational number. Be careful about that. The pi is a irrational number, but 22 by 7 is a rational number. So you have to remember all these points. And Indian mathematician Aryabhat derived the value of pi 62832 upon 20000 approximately. And the next mathematician, Indian mathematician Ramanujan, is a very famous mathematician. He says the millions, the pi correct to million place of decimal. Million place of decimal. He calculate the value. Sorry. He calculated. He calculated the million place of decimal. And the next one is a quad. So suppose let's draw the circle. So this is a circle, and I start from, we have draw the circumference to circumference, periphery of the circle. So this portion is called the chord, and you just draw like that also. So this is a chord. Now next one is a secant. It's just name in the in this chapter we used when we solve the questions. We just know the introduction, just know what it is actual in a practical way, not important to know the definition of the chord and definition of the secant and definition of the semicircle, circle, what is the definition. It is not important in the mathematics. The important in a mathematics to know what it actually and concept behind that. What is the concept of the chord? What is the concept of the secant? If it is in the questions, so you are able to know what is chord. You are you have to see, you have to visualize what is chord, what is secant, what is the tangent. Not important to read the or memorize the definition of the chord. So that's why I am here, not discuss the definition. I am discuss just the concept. So comes to the secant. So suppose this is a circle, and secant is just extend. If you extend this point, look at what is the difference between chord and secant. The chord is just within the circle. Within the circle, if you draw the line and it is within the circle. But secant, you can extend this portion and you can draw the another secant. So you can draw the, sorry, so you can draw like in this portion, and you can extend up to another portion. So this is a secant. And the next one is tangent. That's important. So suppose this is a circle, and this is a radius. Oh, sorry, this is a center, and this is a radius. Suppose. So it just perpendicular to the radius and just touch the circle. Just touch the circle. Any line, just touch the circle. It means contact at a one point is called the tangent. It's called the tangent. Now, next point is here, segment. What is segment? So here is two segment. One is major segment and second one is minor segment. So suppose draw a circle. Suppose this is a circle and this is a center O, and we draw a line. So this portion So we just change the pen. So from this portion, so this portion is a major segment. Why it is called major segment? When the center will come, which segment is called the major segment? Center will come. Center, if center will come in this segment, then it will become major segment, and this is minor segment. Minor segment. Now, the next one is sector. Suppose this is a circle and this is a center. So we draw this figure like this. So this whole portion, so this, take this. So this whole portion is a segment. So this whole portion is a, sorry, this whole portion is a sector, area of the sector, minor sector, major sector. So this is a sector. This is a minor sector and this is a major sector. This is also called sector. So this is sector. Now comes to the some important formula which will used when we solve the questions of this topic. So first one is the perimeter of semicircle. So suppose this is a circle and this is the diameter passes through center. So the half portion is called semicircle and this is center. So this portion is called radius, and this half portion is considered as a pi r. Why? Because the whole portion will consider as a 2 pi r. So how to write the perimeter? So perimeter of circle is equal to, suppose perimeter is equal to, so this portion, we start from this point, so this is r plus again this portion r plus comes to the circle, this r, so this is pi r, so it will become r plus r, that is 2r plus pi r. So if you take common r as a common, so pi plus 2. So this perimeter of a semicircle. What is the unit? In meter. Perimeter, meter, centimeter, millimeter. This all the unit. Now next, length of an arc. Length of an arc. So suppose we draw the diagram. This is circle and this is center. Suppose we consider this arc we consider this portion, suppose this is the arc, this portion as a arc. So we connect the central to this end of arc and this end portion. So this is nothing but from this portion to this portion is a radius, and this is also a radius, and in between, suppose let's angle is theta, and the name of arc AB. Name of arc AB. So what is the concept? We use unitary method to derive the length of arc. So suppose if this is whole portion, this whole portion we cover 360 degree, and this whole portion, sorry, we have deleted all this thing by mistake. So draw again. So suppose this is circle and this is an arc. So this portion, this is radius, this is radius. What happened? This is circle and this is center. Suppose this much is an arc. So this is arc. This portion is arc, and end of A and B, and this is O, and this is R radius. So we use unitary method, where we use unitary method to solve this question. So when we suppose we take this, okay, this pen. So we start from this point, and if we go like that, so we cover 360 degree, 360 degree, and how much we cover a distance in term of angle we cover 360 degree, and in term of distance we cover 2 pi r. Why? Because it's a circumference and this is the angle. So where we can write, when we take start from this point and take one round up to this point, so we take as a length 2 pi r, and we cover total 360 degree. So if we cover 360 degree and the distance is 2 pi r, so if suppose 1 degree, so we have divided in this portion, so 2 pi r upon 360 degree. So the angle is 1 degree, then the length of arc is this much. When angle is theta, then arc of length is theta times this quantity. So we have write 2 pi r upon 360 into theta degree. So in systematic way, we have write length of an arc of a circle is equal to theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. So this is a formula. Length of an arc of a circle. Theta upon 360 into 2 pi r. Now, what is the perimeter? Look at what is the perimeter of this portion. What is the perimeter of this portion? Suppose this is a perimeter. So how to calculate the perimeter of this portion? So start from this. So if you take this center, so this much, this is r, and up to this portion, so this is r plus this portion. So this portion is nothing but suppose this value. So this value we have considered as L. So L plus this portion R. Now the next one is area of sector. Area of a sector. So how to calculate the area of a sector? Suppose this is a circle. And this is a center. We take an A sector. Suppose this is a sector. This portion is a sector. And this is a radius R. And this is center O. So how to calculate area of a sector? We apply the same concept here, unitary method. If we take this point and cover whole distance and comes to this point, so how much angle we cover? 360 degree. And how much area we cover? Pi r square. So we can write that when angle is 1 degree, then pi r square upon 360. When the value is minimum, then we have to divide according to the unitary method in the mathematics. So this value when the angle is 1 degree, and suppose this angle is theta degree, then area will be when theta degree, then we have to multiply, because this value is bigger here, so multiply pi r square upon 360 into theta degree. So we have to write in a systematic way, the area of a sector is equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square. So thank you guys up to here. I hope you understand what all the concept about area related to circle. The remaining concept we'll discuss in the next video, and please watch this video, and if you have any doubt, then you have to write in the comment section.